Viewer discretion is advised.
Talking Gotham, 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 talking Gotham.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Kent and welcome back to Talking Gotham. This is the show where we recap the TV show Gotham. This is the last traditional episode of Season 1. We're at the end of Season 1. We're only covering 2 episodes this time, but I gotta tell you, man, this show is getting so good, and I'm so hoping the finale sticks the landing. That's all I'll say for now. And starting things off from 3D Movie Cinema, it's Jacob Collins said, did you know that there is a war coming?
There's a war coming, a terrible war. Which, I honestly, whenever I noticed that, which I said, me and Matt were talking, and it's like Matt said that there's no recaps. By the way, they don't recap that anymore. They just go, like he says, they just like stopped. And I guess it's like because they thought we're not dumb now. We understand that there is no like.
I think fans are fully aware now. If you've watched it all the way through, then you know. If you're a moron who jumped in the middle of the episodes without watching the previous episode, then that's the viewer's fault.
By the way, I mean, if you had to watch, if you stayed through the whole 22 weeks and the Christmas break, Which, I'm the only one of these 3 guys that made it all the way through, like in the original run. Matt's like tapped out. Ryan, I think only got through 1 or 2 episodes. I was the guy. I was like,
it's the other way around. At the ending of Under the Knife is the last that I definitively remember of this show. The part involving Nigma and the cop, but we'll get to that. But everything else is uncharted for me.
I only remember Anyway, I'm glad to be here, but I only remember if I tapped out, it was like during the time maybe around the Red Hood storyline or maybe the introduction of Ogre, because I do remember the actor Milo, and I think that was the only time where I kind of tapped out and where I didn't finish it all the way through those last 3 episodes.
Which I will say, the Ogre story.
And also, you're a real soldier for sticking all the way through, because I could not at the time.
You know what? It got really good, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching Look, I was like a heroin addict. I was consuming so.
Yeah, you're like a heroin addict. No, actually, it seems like that you had a heroin addict girlfriend, and you're kind of stuck with her in that toxic relationship, and you can't get yourself out of it. And I'm one of the people that's like, nope, I'm out. Bye, Felicia.
I will say I watched all the Arrowverse shows, and I will say by the time season 3 of Arrow started and Gotham was on in the Flash season 3 and 4 were starting, I was there watching these shows, and I'm just starting I was like, why is it that Gotham's getting better and these shows are getting shittier? That's what I was one thing I was wondering. I'm enjoying Gotham, or when I first started Gotham, I was hating Gotham, and I was liking Arrow season 2 and the Flash season 2. But now we're on Arrow season 3 or season 5 of Arrow, and we're on season 4 of Arrow, Flash, and I'm like, these shows are starting to get shit, and I'm like, and Gotham is getting better, and I'm like, what the hell's the deal with this? Okay, I'm like, I should be like the other way around. I should be like, Gotham, I'm about to tap out. Instead, I'm like, Gotham, I'm actually enjoying. I wish that they would get rid of Arrow.
The only reason I kept going for the Arrowverse was because of the crossover events. It got better for the crossover. Only up until Elseworlds and Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's when I drew the line. At that point, I only watched the last episode of the Arrow, the final season. But then the Flash and Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow, I completely tapped out during post-Crisis.
I tapped out of Legends because I'm like, this is getting dumber.
No, it got worse after season 2. Because most of the time when the Arrowverse shows after season 1 and 2 were at peak. But then it got worse after season 2. I'm not going to go in, and also I'm not going to include Supergirl because I thought that show sucked to begin with.
I like Supergirl. Season 1 and 2 of Supergirl I liked, but season 3 was awful. And then season 4, there was just such a political message. And I'm just like, even I liked it. I thought it was good. I actually did enjoy it. But then season 5 was awful too.
It was overdone. I mean, I don't mind if they want to add the political aspect of it, but I feel like they just did it too much that it was in your face. Like, did we really need that? Really?
Yeah,
let's save that for when we eventually do Arrowverse talk or verse talk or name pet.
We'll brainstorm the title.
We're gonna workshop that, but we're only covering 2 episodes this week because we're literally very close. We're like the finale is upon us, so we're only covering season 1, episodes 21 and 22, or 20 and 21, excuse me. Next Tuesday, we will be doing the finale watch along style, so stay tuned for all of that. And one more piece of house cleaning business. Shout out to everyone who came. It hasn't happened yet, but those who came and watched along with the War of the Worlds watch party. Shout out to Stephanie from I'll Buy the Popcorn for suffering through that movie with us. As we are recording this, the watch party has not happened yet, but I'm going to venture a guess it's going to be very painful. So if you
But at least we got each other to watch along in this shitty 2-hour movie.
And there's going to be people that probably say, I don't like the Tom Cruise one. But they're gonna be like, you know what? The Tom Cruise one is not.
It's gonna. I don't fucking care. I thought that the Tom Cruise one was the better one.
People that don't like,
I think that once they watch that film, if they ever get a time to watch this fucking version, it's gonna make the 2005 The Citizen Kane of War of the Worlds.
Don't worry, Steven Spielberg's like, why would you even try to remake that after I did it?
I'm a real old head. I'm a real old head. I like the one from the 50s.
I haven't even seen the original.
I've never seen it either. I know Robert Meyer Burnett the other day on John Campea show was gushing over the 1950s one, but he said what's
really good. Like it walked so a lot of sci-fi could run. I'll just leave it at that.
Which I will say though, I do think it's ridiculous that someone decided to remake War of the Worlds and say, you know what? Let's just make a movie. Let's have Ice Cube be on a Skype call.
Is it going to be on the Zoom? Is it the whole movie going to be on a fucking Zoom call? I guarantee that whole movie is going to be on a Zoom call from the perspective. I'm like, what?
No, this is literally from what the trailer. I saw the trailer. This is the trailer. Somebody's walking with the iPhone going, oh my God. Ah! Just like that. You're just like...
Ice Cube, talented rapper, talented singer, sort of kind of okay actor. He's good in Next Friday. I haven't seen the original Friday.
He's good in He's good in roles that fit for him. He was great in Boys in the Hood. He was really good in the Friday franchise. And he was actually fantastic in 21 and 22 Jump Street. Yeah. That was like his best role he's ever had.
I don't know. I've got a soft spot for him for Are We There Yet? Because I grew up with that movie as a kid.
Yeah, I actually liked the first one. Yeah,
I liked it. But at the same time, look, if people that hate on Anaconda, they're gonna be like Anaconda Citizen Kane compared to this movie.
Yeah. Well,
dude, even Ice Cube did not praise this movie.
Ice Cube probably is like looking on, why the fuck did they release this?
It's like, why the fuck did you release this movie?
I keep reading every day now, every week. I keep looking to see if Amazon's gonna pull the movie because of how bad it is.
Like even Ice Cube was not happy with it. Like he didn't even like what he worked on.
But I'm just saying, I've not seen this movie, but I've seen the trailer, and I'm watching the trailer, and it seems like if this movie, I don't know what the budget is. If it's like over $10 million, I think most of that's the cast salary, and then like the $2 million of it is probably visual effects.
And a good chunk, and like $500,000 for the monthly Zoom bill. But like I said, thank you.
That was a good one.
Thank you to everyone who checked out the watch party. Hasn't happened yet for us, but by the time this drops, it will have happened. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
But let's get into Gotham. We are on the home stretch of season 1. Let's get into it. This is season 1, episode 20, called Under the Knife.
You do understand anything that happens is my fault.
Rising star, hero cop who's gonna clean up Gotham.
Even good men have secrets.
He doesn't know it. He's a dead man.
We're running out of time.
Let's do that.
See for yourself.
All right. This episode aired on April 20th, 2015, directed by TJ Scott. Lee refuses to leave town, staying at the GCPD. The ogre calls Gordon and makes his typical threat. Following the incident with Payne, Bruce and Selena attend Wayne Enterprises charity ball with Barbara, where Selena copies keys from Sid Vanderslaw, one of the executives who hired Payne. Cobblepot allies himself with Irish hitmen in hopes of killing Maroney, who visits the club and reveals to the former's mother that her son is a psychopathic killer. What did you think of that scene in that episode when Maroney just ambushes him in the club and just fucking tells his mom? I thought that was a good scene, and you could see how pissed off fucking Penguin is
My
that
favorite
he's
line
ready
though,
to
when Penguin
murder
says,
him.
"You'll pay for this," and then he goes, "Maybe, or maybe it'll be me throwing your lifeless body into the river."
It always reminded me
That
of
was
Wilson
so
Fisk in
wild.
season 1 of Daredevil. It's like, my mother, that's something I'd never never forgive. That kind of had that a little bit of a reminiscence to
And
that.
this predates Daredevil by a year, by the way.
That's true. It is.
Yeah, which I mean that's crazy. Actually, I think by the time this was airing, Daredevil had just came out, maybe because this aired in May of 2015.
Yeah.
So this probably was like 2 weeks after, like a month after.
It was around the spring. It was around the spring of 2015 when
but I
Daredevil
mean, it
season
shot
1.
probably right around January.
They shot that prior to like back in 2014.
But I just thought that was so. I honestly thought the Maroni, like he's really like, because he knows like, okay, he loves his mother to death. Okay, so I'm gonna go and mess with his mother, and I think that right there is going to really mess because he's like, I can threaten him all I want. He isn't gonna take me seriously. So if I go and I just like I ruin his relationship with his mother, that will be right there the thing that's going to hurt him because he loves his mother, and he said, what's the one way to someone that loves their mother? You try to break up their relationship, and I think
that's the Achilles heel of Penguin right there. I thought that was just, I did not think to do that, but that's some galaxy brain stuff on the part of Maroni.
Yeah, I know. That's what you see. His man was like, boss, I tried to get him to leave. He goes, what's wrong? He says, Maroni's here. He goes, no. And then he's like, and he looks over and he's having dinner with his mother, and I'm just like, and Maroni is a class act guy. I mean, like he's one of those. He's a guy that he can be nice to anybody. He's like, Penguin, come sit. And he's just sitting there. He's like, I'm like, I hate you. Stuff like
he is smooth as silk, like in a normal situation, but when it comes down to business, look out. You know, an underrated part of this season has been the mob stuff. I was afraid I wasn't gonna like it, but the stuff with Falcone, the stuff with Maroni, I've mostly liked. The Fish stuff has been, but Maroni and Falcone, I've been a fan.
Yeah, I totally agree with you that the Mooney storyline, we can all be in a sabbatical, is the weakest story arc. I mean, it feels like they need to add a third wheel into this whole gang war between Maroni and Falcone.
Interesting.
By the way, she's not in these episodes.
And it feels like
Yeah,
Mooney and fucking Oswald. They're at odds with one another of who's going to take the throne for Gotham. That it feels like both of them are at odds with one another.
Yeah. By the way, she's not in these episodes either. Like next week's the finale. You just seen her get in a helicopter and go away.
She's in a helicopter bolt, and then she got shot. She got shot by a sniper rifle.
The wishful thing is she crashed into the ocean and died.
That would have been funny. I like good riddance.
Will Smith somewhere randomly just going for no reason.
It really slapped, you know.
Yeah.
There's your one per episode.
She's not even in this episode. I was just looking for her.
No.
Yeah, it's strange. She's not even here.
Yeah,
but also that Oswald is actually trying to put out a hit on a Maroni by hiring an Irish assassin. I think that was one of Falcone's goons.
Yeah. Which so regarding this episode, what's it called?
Under the Knife.
Under the Knife.
It's not the Antonio Banderas movie, and Under the Knife, or is it Under the Skin?
Under the Skin, and it's no, that's The Skin I Live In. Under the Skin is with Scarlett Johansson, where she's an alien who takes naked men into the abyss. The literal.
By the way, isn't that the movie? Yeah, that's the movie where like they actually shot real, like they went into a foreign country, and then she would dress like a prostitute, and they'd pull people into a van, and people think this is like a porno or something, and they're like, no, this is just a horror film.
I don't think I've ever seen Under the Skin. I don't think I'm familiar with that movie.
It's a weird movie.
Matt, if you're not a fan of A24, you're gonna hate it. Because it's
I don't hate. I mean, I'm not a hater on A24. There are some movies that I love, and there are some movies I did not.
That kills people, and so they would find real random people, and then she would pull up like a prostitute. Scarlett Johansson dressed like a Russian prostitute with a black wig on, pulls people up, and they'd get in the van, and then the camera crews right there. Hey, we're shooting a horror film. Do you want to come be in our movie? To which I'm like, I'd get out and run. Like, oh my god, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me because you don't know this is Scarlett Johansson.
No,
all you know, this is either a porno or this is like I'm gonna end up like on like some, or I'm gonna end up like a what's that called when you get your organs taken out? You're gonna end up on the black market, your organs.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's in a foreign country too. It's not like this is up in like Chicago or something like that, you know.
No, this is in Scotland.
Yeah, so it's like I'd be scared of that, but yeah. But regarding this episode, this is the episode that This is the second part, right? This is the second episode with the ogre,
this is the second part of Ogre's
he got like a
character
3-episode arc. Yeah.
I hate saying ogre. What the fuck? I hate that title.
It's
like
such a dumb
I
name
can't
for it.
I can't even
He's
take it.
looking for the ogre.
Ogre. I'm an ogre. Donkey.
Ogres are like onions. They have layers. Okay.
They have like onions. They have layers.
It's a dumb name for an.
Who the fuck? How unoriginal do you really have to name this shit? Did you watch Shrek and feel like Shrek became a psychopath?
No better.
Even when you see his face, like pre-surgery, I'm just sitting there like, this is nowhere near an ogre. He looks like he just got punched in the face by like Vegeta or something. I'm like he just like it's just
that face surgery. That was like the pre like Sebastian Stan movie when he was physically like this deformed, and then he had remember that? I can't remember what was the movie called. It came out last year.
I'm looking.
Elephant Man.
I'm looking.
I'm sorry. Repeat that again.
The Elephant Man.
Maybe. Maybe.
That came out in 1980. A Different Man. That's what.
A Different Man. That's the one. That was a pretty fucked up movie.
I will say though, I do like the ogre is only targeting Barbara. Only realizes she is broken like him. He was going to kill her, but then she realized she's broken. Just like
you just see the knife that he was ready to knife her, and then like you said, she was already broken and it caught him off guard, and like this is a perfect match for me.
She's my Fiona.
She's my Fiona. Fucking Euro Trip.
She's my Fiona. Oh my gosh,
Fiona. Another watch party for Euro Trip. We gotta put that on that list.
But yeah, keep free. Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me.
Which I did karaoke of that too. I did a karaoke of that a couple months ago. That was pretty fun. But I'll read the second into the last paragraph to this synopsis. Nigma tries to protect Kringle from her abusive boyfriend, Tom Daughtry, but goes too far when he stabs him to death and has a psychotic breakdown. Investigating the ogre's first victim, Gordon, Bullock, and Essen identified the killer as Jason Skolmowski, who illicitly inherited the fortune of a woman whose butler is his father, who covered up the murder. Gordon learns that Jason saw him with Barbara at a charity event some time prior, meaning she is the target. Jason approaches Barbara at the ball and takes her to his home as witnessed by Selena.
And she shows him to his swamp.
Yeah, it showed them to my swamp.
Donkey.
This is my swamp.
But also, there's another subplot for Bruce going to that charity ball with Selena and try to find what's the guy's name that was part of that whole Wayne Enterprises?
I don't know. It's like Strawberry. Isn't his name Muffinberry?
Strawberry, yeah.
I don't know. Let's just call him Strawberry. We don't really know. I know it's some kind of weird ass name.
His man's name is so weird. Sid Banderslaw.
No. Yeah. His name is Sid Banderslaw.
Let's just call him Strawberry. He said Strawberry because it made more sense than the Strawberry Man.
Strawberry, okay.
Or let's call him Cookie because he likes cookies.
Yeah, that's true. He does love cookies.
The Cookie Monster.
We'll get to that.
The Cookie Monster.
Oh, by the way, but yeah, I did. Did you get Batman Returns vibes from that? Whenever it's
I did. That was a callback to Batman Returns and The Dark Knight Rises. The whole dance, Bruce and Selena.
I was just waiting for the Penguin to blow up, like the.
I mean, you never know. He could have done it. That would not be a far fetched.
I hope you didn't mind me crashing in.
Don't mind me crashing in, Bruce.
Christopher Walken like shit. He goes, Dad, don't do it. I got this, Dad.
I got this, Dad. Why you sound like Tommy Wiseau?
That's the way he sounds in that movie. He's like, Dad, don't go.
Son, chill out. Like, take me instead.
He's doing if you watch Batman Returns, guys, he does a shitty Christopher Walken.
And then sounds like Tommy Wiseau from the room. I didn't do it, Dad. I did not hit her. I did not.
Oh my Lord. Watch our reactions. Watch our reactions real time on Batman Terry on Collins's channel.
I can see why Tim Burton gave him no lines, because Tim Burton's just shaking his head going, Jesus.
Why the fuck did I hire this guy? I probably couldn't afford a real actor.
I should have hired somebody else. Please, Tim Burton, I should have done this. I should have literally just did the role myself.
Like Burton's just like,
the dude looks like a fucking like a Barbie doll Ken.
Now have you seen him?
just
Now
Ken.
he's like now he looks like now he
I'm just Ken.
But yeah, I will say I do like that scene though in this episode of Gotham, and I do like that I do also like the ogre following Gordon. I like when he followed Gordon. I thought that was great and then like how Gordon and Bullock are walking, and they're like, that's the same car from GCPD, and then all of a sudden they start walking towards, and that car takes off, and then it runs, and they're like, got away. It's just at least this time it didn't like they didn't chase that, like it didn't just drive off, and they're like, it got away. Instead, they actually ran them down, so they could catch.
Like, well, damn, he got away. Like, no, they actually gave chase this time.
Yeah, it wasn't
they actually listened to the common sense.
They're like, hey, this guy's like after their people they care about, not just crime. It's like,
I find it very funny when Orger was just like turning on the engine of the car when Bullock and fucking Gordon were approaching him and just almost running them over. When Lily, they could have chased after them, or did he just drove off so quickly?
He drove off so quickly and they couldn't catch up.
I'm surprised you couldn't catch up that quickly because that car was not fast.
Well, the ogre's car was.
I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it again and maybe I missed something because that didn't look like that was going too fast. It feels like you could have run and jumped on the car on the top of the moving car.
I actually thought the only thing I criticized about that scene is they should have pulled their pistol and shot the glass.
There you go. That might have helped.
Yeah, and then guess what?
Too bad he couldn't see the license plate on time to track the goddamn car.
Oh, it would have said Swamp Fever.
Yeah. It's my swamp, donkey.
But or it would have said onions. By the way, also I do
they have layers.
I do like that the Gordon calling out
the mail or watering the plants. Yeah, I'm feeding the fish. I don't have any fish.
Also, Gordon calling out the ogre on television, where like things like he goes up there because at first I like when he called him up and said,
I don't know. I don't think I like that scene. That was so forced. Like, why are you calling him out on TV?
Well, look at Red Dragon.
That was not that really smart move.
Look at Red Dragon. Okay, remember in Red Dragon with Will Graham in the movie Red Dragon? Will Graham calls out the Tooth Fairy and says, "Hey, yeah.
Maybe yeah."
To put a target on his back because he wants the Tooth Fairy to come after him. And
so he's trying to lure. He's trying to lure him. That's what he's trying.
He's like, look,
to do.
He tells Lee, like, look, you're gonna be my bait, and I'm gonna capture him. And so instead, he went after he took the bait for someone else, we're still gonna do Talking Silence, so that's coming up soon. Okay, we are gonna definitely do.
We've been away from that show for too long.
Yeah, and the thing is, like when Ogre was like this entire episode, I'm like, Ogre's going after Barbara. I just they've spent way too much time focusing on Lee. Like I'm just sitting there like he's going after Barbara, isn't he? And it's just like you do realize that they broke up, right, Mr. Ogre? Like maybe you were too busy like cleaning out the porta john to be like, maybe he did get a new significant other. So I just thought that was weird.
Yeah, that was a little odd choice that he chooses his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, also
next victim.
I do like that, and also I do like that we got the ogre's origins, and I thought that was great. I don't know, I feel different.
The surgeon cannot recognize him after he got like Shazam into a different charming guy when he was fucked up and deformed prior to the surgery.
Which, I thought that was kind of like, it was like shake your head and like, yeah. Which also, and also I do think that I do like that Edward killing the cop, the abusive boyfriend of Mrs. Kringle. I like that because I was waiting for the shoe to drop, or should I say the question mark?
It was gonna drop sooner or later. The Kringle storyline that I didn't think that was that strong. I feel like they just needed to add the arc for Enigma to transform into the psychotic killer of the Riddler that we now know. I get that, but for me, I feel like that whole thing was like, do we really need? Why is it so dragged on?
Finally, start to get the needle drops of the Riddler.
And also, that's happening in the next episode. We'll get into that one. Fuck. What Enigma does next?
Well, between that and what Penguin does to the one guy, I'm like, okay, we're slowly getting to that point. And so
wasn't in this episode where Cobblepot who hires the Irish hitman to go and put a hit on Maroney, and all the guns were all empty, and it was all
episode.
that was in the next. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. That had to be the
Yeah.
next episode.
Also, Maroney telling Oswald, we already covered that, and also Oswald killing the delivery guy. Remember when Maroney shows the delivery guy shows up with flowers, and he's after.
Oh yeah, and he just he broke that fucking glass on the flower and just fucking straight up murdering him in the hallway.
And he's
like it just shows you that Oswald is not afraid of Maroney anymore. The gloves have been taken off at this point. It's the moment you just fucking ambushed him and fucking just exposes him for who he is in front of his mom. That's when he said, "Fuck you."
When she's like, "I'm ashamed of you." That's whenever that.
He's going all Wilson Fisk on him.
Which I do laugh though whenever he's like, tell him, I'm like, I wish the delivery guy, but I'm just a delivery guy, bro. I don't work for Maroney. How much do you think I would have said that? I'm just a delivery guy. I don't work for him.
You missed the part where I care. Stab, 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 stab.
Or to quote from Toby's Spider-Man, I missed the part where that's my problem.
There you go. That's the one.
Also, there's some stuff I didn't like in this episode, so here's my negatives for the episode. The jump scare with the cat at the beginning when like Lee's in the shower and everything. She goes,
"Yeah,
Jim, is that you?" Which I'm like, okay, that's the first time we've seen a nude scene. Which Maria Beckham, I'm just like, as soon as I bet you anything, they're like, it's Maria Beckham. Oh my god, we got to write.
You see Lee in the bathtub in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, she's in a bath. She has like she's bare naked too. By the way,
they need to add some. They need to add a little bit of partial nudity on television.
They said, they probably found she was in Deadpool. She has a love scene in Deadpool. And they're like, all right.
I mean, we did have partial nudity scenes in Smallville. Like there were shower scenes.
Yeah, but it
was like close. Come on, don't deny it.
Also, the episode feels like Manhunt, the movie Manhunt. Like,
I have not seen Manhunt.
We did. We watched the movie together. Remember?
Oh, we did. Did we? Oh God, I don't remember.
You mean Manhunter?
Manhunter. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Also, the Riddler getting tough with Kringle's boyfriend. I thought that was like he's like, whenever he just follows him around. Which also he kills a guy in a public street and no one notices. It is a public street. I don't care if it's at nighttime or not.
No, wait, I did not watch Manhunter with you guys. I was not with you on that time.
Oh,
we did a talking silence on it, but it was not.
No, I didn't. I did not join you for that one. I was not there for that. I didn't join up until I think it was like
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lamb. That's when I first joined up because the other one I did not. I missed out on that.
Yeah, remember that was just Jason that joined us on that one. Yeah, that one's a shitty one. Yeah, that was a shittier Red Dragon. But yeah, it does feel like that though. Yeah, that's something, man. That's stupid. But like, anyway, I will say though, Riddler kills a guy up in random, like Edward just kills him in the street randomly, and he's like,
oh jeez, oh jeez,
that's when he was having a psychotic breakdown.
Like, which when he's just like, and then yeah. Which, and also,
did you notice in the beginning of the episode he was stabbing a bunch of watermelons?
Yeah. Which, if the ogre is seducing and killing women, wouldn't they find semen samples and trace it back to him? Because he's literally having sex with
unless he was using protection.
I mean,
that's a good point. Yeah,
he's using onions,
or maybe he was just like sucking up on his semen cider.
I don't know.
Whatever tool he was using.
You know what? I'm not even gonna go down.
You can edit that out if you don't feel right.
No, we're keeping it there. We're just like wondering, like Matt just just made us go like, wait, is that possible? Is that being worse?
I don't even know if that's even possible. I'm just fucking spitballing.
You get like a shot back and going like,
you crazy shit happens. I mean, this guy's a fucking psychopath. I mean, you don't know what the crazy shit people do.
What are you doing in my swamp?
What are you doing in my swamp, Barbara?
Well, Collins, do you have anything else?
Yes.
Now you're fucking lost from speechless.
No, you know what? Shrek, the ogre, was trying to find his far, far away princess, and instead now he found after he couldn't find his Cinderella, he found Fiona, which is Barbara. He looked at the magic mirror, and the magic mirror said, "If you like pina colada and getting caught in the rain,
be a mirror on a wall."
And he has to face the dragon, which is Gordon.
Well, on that note, let's go to scores. Collins 1 to 10.
You know what? I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
I'm giving it an 8.
We are in agreement. I'm going 8 as well. This was a very good episode, and it somehow gets even better from there. Let's go to season 1, episode 21, called The Anvil and the Hammer. Matt?
You think you know what I'm capable of? You have no idea. You gotta get out of town.
I miss all the fun.
We might not be in time to save her. That is not an option.
So you know nothing about this?
No.
We're in a shooting war.
Your father was a good man.
But even good men have secrets.
This episode aired on April 27, 2015, directed by Paul Edwards. Jason holds Barbara captive and forces her at a knife point to choose his next victim. Nigma disposes of Daughtry's body and forges a letter from him saying a cold goodbye to Kringle. Bruce seeks into Bunderslaw's office to open a safe, but Bunderslaw was expecting Bruce and has emptied it. He claims that Thomas knew of Wayne Enterprises' illegal activities, but kept quiet. Junior executive Lucius Fox tells Bruce that Thomas did not approve of the company's crimes, but Bruce confesses his and Selina's adventures, including Payne's death to Alfred. I did like one of the moments that we get an introduction of Lucius Fox in this episode.
Me too.
And I also like the part where now he's finally confessing of what happened to Payne and his friend, and that, and asking him like, did you, when you were in the war, did you have to kill? Did you have to do it?
Yeah, Alfred took it surprisingly well.
Yeah,
Which I
he
was
didn't.
like,
He did not yell at him or anything, and like he was a little surprised, but not shocked.
Which Alfred really loves Bruce, and he's like, he understands he's a scared boy, and he didn't kill nobody, but Selena did, and he's like, that bitch.
Like that bitch.
He's like, which he's like, hey, she's crazy, what can I say?
Yeah,
Cat's out of the bag.
cat's out of the bag. Good.
Which I will say, Gordon going to Oswald for another favor, saying he can't do it, and then him grabbing Oswald and pulling a gun on Butch, and then Oswald saying, because at first Oswald's like, Jim, I understand you owe me, so I'll owe you 2 favors, and then he's like, but that company does a lot of business for, and then finally we grabs him, and then he pulls a gun on Butch, and then he's like, okay, I'll do this favor for you, but you owe me a big favor. He goes,
like, dude, you did 3 favors. He did 3 favors for him.
Yeah, he's gonna the favor pile's gonna be this big by next
Bro,
season.
Gordon, you're really slipping, dude. You know that the shitstorm's about to come when he comes back to collect.
It's like
Jim.
between that and earlier in the episode where he's like, Harvey, I think I'm about to break the rule on interrogation here, and Harvey's like, I need to go get a donut. And Jim is losing it a little bit.
Well, he understands sometimes you have to break the rules a little bit to fight corruption.
Fair, yes, but I'm
He's
just
starting.
saying.
Yeah, he's starting to learn that too.
There's because he said you can't be a Boy Scout always because they're like, and I mean, look, even Batman has to break the rules sometimes. Like
he already broke the rules the first day he put on that mask.
Yeah, he's literally he said he's an outcast, which I mean, and I will say the thing I did like though, I also liked Bruce going to Wayne Manor to find out secrets, and then they both pulling a fire alarm to find out the truth, and he going, and then the CEO confronting him and basically.
I found it very funny that he just came into an ambush out of nowhere. Bunderslaw was just expecting Bruce to break in.
Hi, Bruce. I feel like this. We need.
I made a cookie for you. Have a cookie, Bruce.
Have a cookie, and then Bruce is just sitting there like, oh shit, I'm screwed. They're gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Which they didn't. They just basically threatened him, saying.
Yeah, he basically threatened him, but he's still the Senate of this company.
Well, he's the CEO of the company. He's not the emperor. I am the Senate. Yet.
I am the Senate.
No, he's the head of the company, which he's
still the head of the company, so they can't do anything to him.
Which, to be fair, even if Bruce were to get rid of him or arrest him,
it's pretty obvious at this point that one of the people in their company had put out a hit on Thomas Wayne.
Yeah,
and the wife, so it was a hit Because if you watch the pilot of the episode, he didn't look like some kind of a common thief. He looks like a contract killer. He's dressed as a contract killer.
I will say I did really enjoy though. I did really enjoy that confrontation. Then like Lucius Fox comes in and he says brings him to the elevator, then tells him, "Look, I designed these cameras, so look at me and pay attention closely and don't move." And he tells him the truth, and then I'm like, that right there shows he's a good man, you know?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, we already going to suspected that Lucius is a good man because it's Lucius Fox in this DC character.
He's he's Bruce Wayne's closest ally in the business world. I stress the business
especially when he makes all the suits for him.
Yeah.
All the gadgets.
She'd do fine against cats.
So dude, fine against cats.
I love that line in the Dark Knight Rise.
Are you talking about Rottweilers or Chihuahua? So done fine against cats.
In Dark Knight, yeah.
Perhaps you should read the instructions first.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's a great line. Also, yeah, I do also like Harvey going undercover into an Eyes Wide Shut. He's going Harvey Bullock going undercover in an Eyes Wide Shut type of club. You know, this reminded me of that movie.
This looks like a sexgasm, which reminds me of the Boys episode Hero-gasm. If you know where I got it.
Everybody, like literally, there's people having an orgy right here.
There's one dressing up as a fucking bunny with a fucking milk baby bunny or some shit. Some crazy exotic things that are it's your eyes shut moment.
And all of a sudden, they see like I hear a chainsaw and goes, JCPD, don't.
Yeah, there's a like what was going on in that stage? They didn't even really show what the hell happened, and we heard a chainsaw.
I was like,
it made me laugh. Like with Harvey, who has seen everything and is like jaded beyond belief. Like he's more jaded than Jade from Mortal Kombat. Like he just sees this and he's like, "All right, time to pull the plug on this. Everybody up! Everyone's getting arrested."
Like you said, he's the guy who's seen it all. But when he walks in, like I spoke too soon.
I mean, I honestly think, that's Harvey, but that's too much for me even. And then Harvey, this is a dislike I had. Harvey, you knew when you were going into that club, it was going to be something like that. What'd you expect? Like, what'd you expect? It was going to be like a strip club or something? Like, no, you were expecting, this is some stuff like, some sick shit's about to go down. I mean, it's literally like, as Ryan said, it's like going into a Diddy party knowing what's about to happen when they bring out the baby oil.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's like everyone's wearing white. There's a suspicious amount of baby oil. Like guys, like come on, put two and two together from you.
Yeah.
If you want to see some fucked up shit, there's what was it? Watch the scene in Babylon with Tobey Maguire and see some underground fucked up shit. That is far worse compared to this. That is I shut all the way through 10 minutes of that scene.
That entire movie is wild, but that whole
I love Babylon,
where you see Tobey Maguire talking about like a little person in a Western, and he's got teeth that's as yellow as the sun because he's been taking substances. Like I can't Damien Chazelle the
Bad Ideas pitch was
that's probably like Tobey Maguire's best acting ever.
I mean, Spider-Man, obviously. Seabiscuit. Which, by the way, did you know he had to drop out of a Fight Club to do Spider-Man?
No.
Yeah, he was the Edward Norton role originally, but then he dropped out so he could do Spider-Man.
I mean, Fight Club did kind of underperform at the box office. It would get a great reputation down the line, but I mean, Spider-Man was one of the highest grossing movies of 2002. So talk about he made the right decision on that one.
Maguire made a very good decision on that. Edward Norton made a bad decision. Well, actually,
no, I wouldn't say he made a bad decision. He got a lot of Academy Awards along the way.
I think the one movie he regrets making is American History X. I think, well, I really shouldn't have made that movie. Especially when he did like the Rain. What was that one movie he did? Like the Rainmaker or something like that the year before. The one where he's on trial, like he's a bad guy on trial, and like you think he's innocent. He's a bad.
I don't remember.
Southern accent. He's like.
Me in the future, look it up and put the poster here.
It's an old movie. Like, he played a villain, like a racist villain. The year
like a Nazi white supremacist in American history.
And this was the year
that was a great fucking movie. It's difficult to watch, but it was a great message that they like. This is not far off from today's world.
Yeah, which actually, the director actually said that Edward Norton tinkered with the movie and said that there was a shot at the end of the movie where it's supposed to end with Edward Norton putting a swastika back on his chest, saying that nothing ever changes, because after his brother got shot. He was, but then Edward Norton says no because the whole point is the message. Edward Norton, like the message of the movie is, it's not, it's it's people's personality. It's the people, like it's what you're raised in. It's not who you are as an individual. And so he said by him going back to white supremacy would make no sense because the whole point was
showing the flashback of what originated him for becoming that person was from his father.
Yeah, but the director wanted to go back to like, oh, he's a white supremacist again at the end, and I'm like, I wouldn't
make any sense.
That. Yeah, which they said that alternate ending is actually still on the DVD where he does like where he just shows him getting out of the shower and he has a swastika back on his chest, and I'm just like,
didn't he already have it on his chest?
He still had.
No, he didn't get rid of it. No, he did not. I watched the movie. He did not get rid of it.
I thought he got like it. Like
he always had it, and he goes in the movie towards the end of the film before the very end of the film, the third act. He just puts his palms near the tattoo on his chest in the mirror after he got out of the shower. He still has that tattoo. He has not gotten rid of it, and he wishes he gets rid of it, trying to block out that he is not the same man.
It's been a couple of years. I was like, I said, you know what? I stopped watching. I watched it 4 times with in my life. So I mean, I said, well, yeah, I thought it was a good movie, but I'm like,
oh, it's a really good movie. It's really good.
It's a hard movie to watch. Though.
It is, dude. It's like they were bold. They did not pull any punches when they made a movie like this.
I have never seen it. When I start up doing, I finally watched again. That is definitely a prime candidate.
Yeah. I will say Harvey, also Barbara getting Stockholm syndrome from the ogre. Like I thought that was pretty good. Although Penguin, setting up the hitman to kill Maroni, only for it to actually be a ruse, and Maroni killed the hitman to start a war between Falcone and Maroni. I thought that was great. Which to be only thing is, I had an issue with is why wouldn't the hitman say, "Listen here," he goes, "Penguin, he's the one that sent me to kill you." Wouldn't that have made more sense than the Maroni will come after Penguin?
I don't know why he didn't say that. I didn't know why he didn't bother to acknowledge it, especially when it was brought up later that Oswald was the one that set that up. He wanted that to happen. He's keeping Maroni alive for a reason, so that he believes that he was that Falcone was the one to put out a hit on Maroni, and that their friendship is fucking gone, and now the war is about to start, and he wants both of them to kill one another. It's like, hey, I don't want Maroni dead personally, but if they kill each other, that's perfect for me. That's good for me.
Also, I love when Maroni shoots up Falcone's business. Like the scene that I thought Ryan would love. I was sitting there thinking Ryan's gonna love this scene. Is whenever they have that music that plays in the background. Whenever you see just like all of Maroni's men just get out and they shoot up that car, and then Maroni gets out and he just goes bam, bam, and then they send the head to Maroni. Falcone, and Falcone just does this face like,
oh, the mean face, and it gets like the war is started, just like Cobblepot said it would. There's a war coming. 22 episodes later.
Zass is like, yeah, I get blood on.
Here's one of the things that really stood out to me in this episode with Nigma disposing the body. Like he literally did that Breaking Bad style, putting the fucking acid and dispose the body.
Literally Breaking Bad, yes.
Also,
he literally brought the fucking chopped a bunch of courses and pieces in his briefcase at the GCPD in public.
It's a nice line read though, where he's like, "It was an accidental death." Like I thought that was a great delivery.
Also, Miss Kringle works at the GCPD. Wouldn't she be smart to see if there's a suitcase, the body's not on the table, it's in a sink? So wouldn't that be like if you put 2 and 2 together? Hey, why is their body in the sink and not on top of the table? If it's a dead body, that's evidence.
Yeah, she didn't bother to ask that question. That's kind of odd. Yeah. Like, why would you put it in the sink and not on the table if it's a dead body?
Also, why would the ogre show her his sex dungeon if he wasn't 100% sure Barbara would be on board? Like, here's just wishful thinking, I guess.
I guess probably wishful thinking.
Also, why didn't Gordon and Bullock call for backup? Like they find out. Oh, he's
because the writing said so. The writing needs 2 cops and with no backup. They can do this alone. It's like, hey, we are the cavalry.
We are the cavalry. I'm like, dude, SWAT could be rolling up in here. You could have had the ogre. Get on your knees, ogre.
That's one of the big TV mistakes. They always pull this shit that they think they can do it themselves. It's like the quote from Bright that Will Smith says, "We are the cavalry." Like, no, you're not, you moron. You need backup if you want to catch the guy.
I do love though whenever that like they have like he fights the ogre and then he has that barber at knife point and everything and then Bullock shows up and then all of a sudden he turns and Gordon goes pow and shoots him right.
I did like that. I did like that part when Bullock say, "Hey, what up?"
He turns and then he's like, "Gotcha," and he's like,
and just blew his head off.
And then he goes down. I'm like, that was good. That was great.
That was pretty good. That was smart.
Because Bullock knows the Bullock.
But here's the thing: he still cares about Barbara, but he doesn't love her that way. The way he used to. His loyalty is Lee, and that he made sure, and he actually made it very clear.
He still cares, though.
Yeah,
of course.
And I really
even though we don't care, we would have been happy if she died.
Yeah. I also like the scene where Bruce telling Alfred, like, "Hey, Selena killed Reggie." I wanted to do it, and I understand like that's a hard thing to tell Alfred, which even though Alfred probably was like, "I don't blame you."
But the last episode when he tells Selena that I don't kill that, like no matter what, and she's like, you know what, I have no problem killing. I would do it again.
I attempted to kill, but then you stopped me because I would be like an hour away, like. I'm gonna do it. Watch, I'm gonna.
It's like the fucking TikTok from sound effects from Jeopardy. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna do it. I swear. Once I
swear. Wait.
You wait. When my hand gets on your ass cheeks,
it will get. It's getting closer.
You better wait. Once I get my hands on them cheeks, you're going overboard.
Just looking at the watch, like.
It's like that Austin Powers when he's like far away and he's like, stop!
Move! Ow, move!
Stop! Get out of the way! Go!
You got the guy from Mad TV.
Stop!
I always love that scene when they poke in spoof movies where they poke fun of how long that you have many opportunities to get the hell out of the way, and they just poke fun at the obvious. They did that in Scary Movie too. Remember that slow mo sequence with Sidney was ready to fucking bicycle kick on top of him in slow motion, and he just
Ryan has the best slow motion. It's not even from a spoof. It's from a horror film called The Omen from 1970s. Where literally the guy is like, literally sees a spear falling, and Ryan's like, "Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Get out of the way! Come on! What are you doing? Come on! Get out of the way!"
He just stands there, but that's...
I hate when that happens in movies and shows. They have every time to jump out of the way. I don't know if it's editing choices that were poor taste, but come on, bro. You had many choices to get the hell out of the way. It's common sense. If something drops on top of you and you have like a few seconds to jump out of the way, you have every chance to move.
Like I was watching like the new Final Destination the other day.
Even Final Destination 2. Remember that scene when that kid gets that glass fucking window dropped on top of him? He had many chances to move.
Yeah. Like I was watching the new one the other day, rewatching it the other day, and there's a scene at the end when like the train explodes.
Yeah.
And they start running, and I'm like, why don't you run that way? Run that way. Okay, run. Why are you running this way? Why? And then they run.
Yeah, move to the side. Move to the left or the right side of the house.
I'm just saying, like, I would have ran inside. I wouldn't have run down the block. I would have ran.
Well, no, the houses were getting destroyed left and right. Well, I don't think they were able to move.
The prom date's house didn't get destroyed.
It did get destroyed.
They didn't die.
Yeah, they did. I remember. They died. They're dead, dude. They got crushed on top of it.
I could have swore like it just went past them and then.
Maybe I missed it. Maybe I had to go back and watch that scene again. Maybe you're probably right.
Because I was like watching one, I would have ran in the house. I would have been with my dad because his dad time ain't coming. I would have been people that are.
You never know. He could have had that time.
His dad would have been like, son.
I mean, we all thought that the main girl in Final Destination 5 thought that was not her time because she didn't die in that vision. When it turns out in Flight 180, she's dead. Her time was done.
Yep. Which I will say, I will say, I do like, I think this episode was pretty good, especially.
I love the setup at the end where they're now getting into the game war, where now the shit's about to hit the fan.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, I thought that was stupid. Penguin wrote a letter because what if she tries to fact check that?
No, you mean Nigma, not Penguin.
Yeah,
Nigma wrote the forged the letter. Yeah, Nigma.
Because I'm just like, Nigma, you should have wrote a letter because she could check. Like what if like because he.
But also, it's not, and you don't need to check because he fucking typed it. He typed it on his computer and write the forged letter, and not in the handwriting.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's true. But
But I would still ask questions like that. Doesn't sound like him because he's an abusive boyfriend. That will not just simply like fucking just dip out in a relationship. He's the guy who would stay in and abuse her and being in a toxic relationship with her forever.
also, whenever he's sitting there talking to her, did you get a Jim Carrey vibe from him?
He did
Whenever,
have that. He did. He was
like
kind
he
of
was,
overacted.
he was sitting there
His
pointing
acting
at
was so bad.
he come off like he was doing Jim Carrey. Like he looked a little bit like Jim Carrey.
Were you trying to pull off that Jim Carrey impression from the Cable Guy?
Alrighty then.
Oh, alrighty then.
I'm sucking up your IQ. You know, which one don't Enigma? If you touch that switch, which one? This
Which one? This?
Joygasm.
Enigma, come on down.
Yeah, which he goes, Fred. I still to this day every time I watch that Batman Forever, whenever he goes, Fred, he goes whenever the Ed Begley Jr. is going overboard and he catches he's only hanging on by a plug-in.
Then you are fired, or should I say, terminated?
I'd always say, "There's no way he can fire him. You're not his boss. He works for you."
I know, but that he's just being a smart ass. It's like
know,
now you're fired.
You can't
It's
fire him.
symbolic.
Though.
It's symbolic, you see.
He's trying to be symbolic in that scene.
I don't know why, as a kid, I've always said, like, there's no way you can fire him. He works for you, not the other way around. It's like,
Yeah, but if you look back as an adult, you kind of get it. He's just being a smart ass.
Like, I don't know why.
Now you're fired. Terminated.
It's like,
Well, let's go to scores, Colin.
which, by the way, before we go on scores, I never understood the stupidest thing is how he deep fakes like a suicide. I'm like, how did he deep fake a suicide? Does Edward dress up like him and just go,
Yeah, in Batman Forever, like that you were able. Did you hire some extra to come in and jump off the fucking window?
Or did Edward? I like to think Edward just put a wig on and a red suit. Goes, Edward just hang on the side and Mission Impossible's his way back up.
Or parachuted down.
Yeah, and then he just climbs
No,
back
that's a
up
good
and then he
point.
cuts it out.
Yeah, we were like, how did you able to fake that? Like, I don't get it.
It makes no sense, but it's also kind of, and
Also,
you
to
can
people
see
who
that
don't know,
it's
we're acknowledging
already broken.
the mistakes of Batman
You
Forever.
can also see it's already broken. The thing is already broken. So
Did he get a new window? Did he suddenly had the time to put in a new window?
I guess so.
But yeah, if I had to give this episode a score, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
I'll give it an 8.5. I like this episode more.
I'm going to side with Collins. I'll go 9. This was a really good one. And I am so looking forward to the finale. I'm knocking on wood. I hope that the finale sticks the landing because it genuinely looks like it's going to be an epic finale, and I hope it is the case. But I pass it off to all of you. What did you think of these episodes? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to read what you have to say. It's a privilege to do this show with these guys every Tuesday. Collins, tell the people where they can find you.
They can find me at the swamp.
Yeah, they could find him in the swamp, donkey.
Donkey. They can find me at 3D Movie Cinema on YouTube, where I just literally up by the time this airs, Sinners, my review for Sinners will come out, and then on top of that, I literally my Road to Peacemaker is still coming. The watch party, we already did the watch party, but the edited version of it will by the time this airs, the watch party version will drop. I'm still editing as we speak. And by the time this airs, my video will probably already aired. And on top of that, we're doing, and then we had already shot episode 2, 3, and 4 by the time this airs. And then of course, small talk every Tuesday.
Small talk is over.
Oh,
You still don't. It's like The Sopranos. It's over.
I know. It's hard because now
Don't get too attached to things. Learn to let
talking
go.
Gotham.
And
Talking
Matt, what about you?
You can find my YouTube channel at MattWyan92. I drop my trailer reaction to Chris Stuckman's horror film, Shelby Oaks. I drop my review for The Naked Gun, Fantastic Four First Steps, and Superman's and The Dark Knight. So definitely check that out. And I'm excited to continue on with The Peacemaker Season 2. And I'm excited for, well, I'm not that excited for the watch party for War of the Worlds, but I'm more excited to watch it along with them, with these guys, but not so much.
Yeah, Matt, you told us this was your favorite, most anticipated movie of 2025.
You got me.
Well, once again, thank you all in advance for checking out the watch party. We do appreciate that. And as far as this channel goes, Naked Gun reviews are coming along with a bunch of other stuff. I've already got stuff planned for October for Scary Mania 6, so stay tuned for all of that. But for Collins, from Matt Wyatt, my name is Ryan Cams. Watch out those streets. They are very dangerous, and we'll see you in the next one. Y'all take care.